What's up guys, and welcome back once again to Chris Aquariums. Today it's a beautiful sunny summer's day and it's time to start working on the pond as we have been. But what I find really exciting is that it's also the right temperature that you start adding other types of inverts into the water, and it just brings a different element to it. So almost every year we have something that we add to the pond. In the last video we showed you the goldfish, just how big they've gotten, how vibrant, how beautiful and colorful they are. But for today, we're going to add something a little bit different. So we've just been through to the pet store and take a look what we've got here. You can't see at the moment. Let me try and give it a bit closer to the camera. So those are apple snails, also known as mystery snails. These ones specifically are golden apple snails, and you can tell by that yellow goldish color. So what we're about to do is go put these into the pond, have them acclimate, let the water temperature match for about 10-20 minutes before we put them into the pond. Now we've had these in the past and had great experiences. They even laid eggs and had some offspring into the pond. So it's just something really nice to add to the livestock and makes it just that much more interesting. So that's about it. Let's go put these things into the pond and let them acclimate. And here we go at the pond. You can see the goldfish in here, happy and healthy. Let me show you some footage of these guys, how big they're getting and how great they look. All these colors are incredible. So very simply what we're going to do right now is just take the bag with the snails inside, drop them into the water and let them acclimate for 10 to 20 minutes. Just let the temperature of the pond get to the same as the temperature of the bag. And while we're waiting, let me show you some footage of where the golden apple snails have actually laid eggs in this very pond just last summer. Also, it seems like it's the time for babies because these are the eggs of the golden apple snails. The two golden apple snails that are in the pond here. You can see over there a tiny baby golden apple snail. Now I'm going to take a look through this, which came off when I was moving the plants, and put as many as I can into the pond. But there is another pod full of baby snails, and you can see in the back there another pod full of baby snails. So it is definitely the time for offspring and for babies in this pond right now. Right, so it's been 15 minutes actually. Let's open these guys up, add them to the pond. Right, so here's the one. Really small at the moment, but of course they'll get bigger. Let's put this guy in, found his way. And here's the second guy, roughly the same size, maybe a little bit bigger. And I can't wait to see how they grow as they chow on the algae as summer progresses. So let's get this guy in as well. Now obviously once they're in the pond, very difficult to find them and to get some good footage, but I have had them in tropical tanks before, so let me show you some of that footage before we end off. that's it for today's episode, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoy these kind of pond things like I do. If you want, feel free to take a look through the rest of the channel. We also, as you can see, do a lot of saltwater, reef aquarium things, and a bunch of others as well. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you once again, as always, on Chris Aquariums.